If you are watching this, it is likely because you are experiencing a bit of a crisis. You might not know what to do with your life, or perhaps you feel lost, disoriented, empty, and deeply dissatisfied. You may even be suffering. Although I do not know you personally, I encourage you to keep listening because I am going to share the insights I wish someone had shared with me when I hit rock bottom at the age of 19. Today, I am 48 years old and I want to pass along 5 vital life lessons that have profoundly impacted me and will surely impact you too. The first lesson is that pain is not the enemy. Pain is the teacher. Right now, you might be feeling emptiness, discomfort, anxiety, anguish, stress, fear, sadness, and ultimately suffering. We live in a society that demonizes these emotions and demands that we patch over, eradicate, cover up, or look away from suffering. When you feel pain, it is incredibly uncomfortable, and your immediate instinct is to find a way to flee or escape because it is too unpleasant to bear. However, pain is a natural part of the human condition and it cannot be permanently anesthetized. Those superficial patches will eventually rupture. Instead, you must invert your perspective and view pain and suffering as the catalysts for your true healing. They force you to look inward, understand the root of your distress, and ultimately awaken. It takes profound bravery to stay present, hold your ground, and actually feel the pain rather than running from it. When you embrace and accept it without judgment or a desperate need to alter it, the pain transforms you and eventually fades away. If you need to have a massive crying spell, let it out. Conscious crying is how you connect with pain and release it from your body. Stop fighting your suffering and start utilizing it for your healing and transformation. The second lesson is that your history does not define you, but if you refuse to face it, it will control you. I do not know what happened during your childhood, the kind of parents you had, or how you processed the emotionally complicated and adverse circumstances of your youth. However, those experiences do not have to define who you are today. You are invited to stop perpetuating a victim mentality and to let go of the self-centered, tragic narratives in your head. Your past does not dictate your present, let alone your future. It is revolutionary to shed that victimhood and observe your personal history with fresh eyes, greater objectivity, and emotional maturity. Separate objective facts from your subjective childhood interpretations and introduce healing tools like forgiveness and compassion. Let the past serve your growth and evolution so you can become a wiser, more conscious version of yourself. In life, you do not always get what you want, but if you look closely, you will see that you get exactly what you need to shatter your ego, question your limiting beliefs, illuminate your shadows, and heal your core wounds. The third lesson is that the system does not want you to think, it wants you to repeat. As you awaken and become a seeker, it is perfectly normal to begin questioning the established social order and the propaganda promoted by the system. You stop blindly believing what politicians, the television, your parents, or your relatives tell you, and you start believing in yourself. It is a radical act to listen to your own internal voice, develop your own criteria, and cultivate true freedom of thought. You do not need to become an explicitly anti-system rebel, which is counterproductive. Nor do you need to be mindlessly pro-system, which is characteristic of submissive and compliant individuals. Instead, rise above the system and maintain your independence within it. Dare to forge your own path, make your own decisions, and become your own point of reference. Create spaces of silence and retreat to strip away everything artificial, false, and unauthentic that society conditioned you to accept when you were just an innocent child. You will recognize your own truth because it will make absolute sense to you and provide an internal GPS guiding your direction regardless of where society tells you to go. The fourth lesson is that the ego is not meant to be eliminated. It must be integrated. The ego, this false concept of identity and the illusory self with which we align, is merely a product of your conditioning and programming. It is a persona you constructed as a defense mechanism to survive your childhood. Beneath the surface, an unconscious wound drives you to behave in a specific way, but that defensive character is not who you truly are. This is why self-knowledge is so critical. By healing your childhood wounds, you dissolve your identification with the mind, the ego, and the persona. You realize you are not the neurotic, self-absorbed, negative chatter echoing in your head. Rather, you are the underlying being and consciousness capable of observing and questioning that chatter. Essentially, you are presence and awareness, not a rigid ego or a theatrical character. Though this sounds abstract, experiencing it firsthand completely transforms your relationship with yourself, providing immense psychological clarity, deep confidence, joy, and a distinct understanding of what to do with your life. The final lesson is that awakening hurts, but remaining asleep hurts far more. Today, the vast majority of adults are deeply asleep to what truly matters, living in the ignorance of not knowing who they are and the unconsciousness of not wanting to find out. They continue to perpetuate the matrix, taking blue pills in the form of anesthesia, evasion, entertainment, and distraction. They deceive themselves and justify a hollow existence devoid of purpose simply to follow the well-worn path of social convention. They are missing out on life entirely unaware that they are asleep. Swallowing the red pill and choosing to wake up is highly confrontational, painful, uncomfortable, and lonely at first. It strips away your comfortable numbness and forces you to confront long repressed emotions, making you feel entirely lost. Yet, this discomfort is therapeutic and curative. Awakening transforms you and reveals a magnificent truth. You are the co-creator of your own life through your mindset and your choices. Your decisions begin to stem from your true essence and intuition, allowing you to honor your unique individuality and discover genuine happiness. If any of this resonates with you, know that it is not a coincidence and that you are not alone. Many of us are walking similar paths, asking uncomfortable questions, breaking rigid societal patterns, and leaving behind who we no longer are so we can live with serenity, love, truth, and wisdom. Question everything, including the words in this video. Observe yourself, treat yourself with profound compassion. And remember that this journey is not about understanding everything or reaching a specific destination. It is about learning to love yourself and authentically embracing everything that it implies. Okay, and if you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and activate the bell to get notifications on my new videos. See you guys next time. Bye bye.